JT's saying, what do you think of cryptocurrencies? They seem to be all the rage these days.
Oh, they're all the rage. You say, hell hath seen no fury than me making a comment on Macro Voices, which was a fun podcast that I did for that website. If you want to replay it, I think it's like 60 minutes of me ranting.
Actually, listen to that.
But you know, what I got asked about, Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and I just simply said a fact. And of course now you got these guys who are just like, yeah, he's just a bad guy, you know, because people have a real affinity for this Bitcoin stuff.
98% of people trading these cryptocurrencies have no idea what they're doing.
They don't know what macro.
No idea what they're doing.
But so what I made was a very simple comment that I said, as a global macro risk manager who is a fiduciary of other people's capital, I didn't say it like that, so I'm going to re-say it because every time I get an opportunity to say it a little bit better. But as a fiduciary of other people's capital across global macro, as a real money manager, I can't invest in something that isn't a two-way market. Can't short Bitcoin institutionally. And a market that's not transparent. I mean, so there's, to me, the two of the biggest things in life, by the way, are transparency and accountability, never mind in markets. And that's all I said. And if you have a problem with that, give me a buzz. I'll talk you off the cliff. You can talk, you know. If you're long Bitcoin, that's great. But you can't tell me that it's a transparent and accountable market that trades two ways. You can't short it institutionally. I think some people are like, well, here's this one place. And it's like, where is this place? Should I go to like Uzbekistan to short this thing? I mean, with $2,000? And I mean, this is not a market. I mean, so
not a market.
It's great. You know, if you were one of the people that didn't crash last time in Bitcoin and you bought it all at the bottom and now you're riding it high, that's awesome. I sincerely hope that you did. Everyone out there, all of our clients, you know, if you're all long Bitcoin from the bottom, you never experienced a crash, or if you're all long gold mines and your grandfather's grandfather built it and you just get gold and every day, that's awesome. I'm not going to hold an opinion against you. If you created or founded Starbucks, awesome for you. I mean, these are all just things, right? I don't want to bet against people or be unhappy because other people's successes. I'm just telling you why I don't like or particularly understand Bitcoin.
Yeah, and I have some pretty good intel on this. So, you know, I went to dinner last week with Buddy Carter, private investor, good friend of the firm, son intern.
Former largest, or at least one of the biggest currency traders at Goldman.
Yeah, at Goldman and Lehman. Has ran FX sales for Lehman. So, I mean, pretty guy who understands currency markets pretty well. Anyway, his youngest son, Joe, was at the dinner, is interning for Mike Novogratz. Mike Novogratz is the world's largest sort of cryptocurrency he's the biggest face in cryptocurrencies in terms of as an institutional investor. And the key takeaway that I sort of learned about the dinner, because we spent most of the dinner talking about cryptocurrencies.
Really?
Yeah. Most people have no idea what they're doing. Most investors in the cryptocurrency market don't understand the fundamentals of cryptocurrencies. They understand what the chart looks like.
That's fun.
Yeah, and this is coming from, again, the world's largest investor in cryptocurrencies. A guy who's basically picking off and taking advantage of all these other people in the marketplace because, as he said, quote, termed, it's effectively the Wild West. There's no regulation. It's very easy to take advantage of smaller participants in the marketplace because of the lack of transparency, because of the lack of liquidity. Yeah. And this is why you have these charts sort of skyrocketing and sort of what I would term bubble, but I'm not even sure that bubble is the appropriate word. I mean, reality, you know, bubble, at least it's a two-way market with most bubbles. I don't know that there's a two-way market with cryptocurrency. So, you know, I guess the key takeaway of this conversation is I would defend everything you're saying. I mean, if this guy, again, you know, this guy's got his money where his mouth is. He understands the markets probably better than anyone in the world. Has dozens, if not hundreds, of PhDs working on these things. And he's basically saying most of the people interacting and transacting in these markets have no idea what's going on.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, I 100% believe that. So if anybody you're catching shade from people, you know, chasing charts and cryptocurrencies, I would just ignore it.